Hello, my name is Raymond Chukwu, the founder and CEO of Black Technologies Advancement, BTA. I'm also an aerospace engineer with particular emphasis on aerospace medicine. As an entrepreneur, the aerospace engineer with demonstrated practical and captivating background and experience on intelligence power management on the space station, I have been described as an American success story. Native of Sonoma, California, I spent much of my childhood in Nigeria following the death of my parents. I was raised by my grandmother, who taught me that regardless of the tragedies I sustained in my life, the decision to change the status quo will ultimately come from my individual responsibilities, such as strength, wisdom, and uncommon diligence. Now, determined to fulfill my dream of becoming an aerospace engineer, I returned home to California and succeeded with Stanford University Lockheed Advanced Engineering Program, Lockheed Aerospace Graduate Engineering Scholar, Lockheed Senior Aerodynamics Research Engineer, University of Tennessee Space Institute Advanced Astrodynamics Program, BS Aerospace Engineering, Republican nominee for U.S. Congress District 15, 2004 and 2006. Founder, scholarship program for low-income students in maths and science, and a finalist for the post of U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria with bipartisan support of United States Senators. The author of the following books: Blacks and Technology, Volume 1, Blacks and Technology, Volume 2, My American Dream from an Orphan to an American Success Story, and then Blacks and Poverty. Now, to establish or to discuss my experience to successfully execute this project, I have to discuss my current innovations. One of them is developing countermeasures against radiation exposure on the space station, project reviewed by NASA Research Center, Moffett Field, and Lockheed Martin, Sunnyvale. Second, developing countermeasures against bond mineralization in the space station, project reviewed by Lockheed Martin, Sunnyvale. Space-based defense system against nuclear weapons, project under review by DOE, Department of Energy. Recipient of U.S. Congress appropriation grant on motor program generator for wind power composite blade aerodynamic design for $1 million, 2010. Now, in parallel with this captivating background and experience, I want to employ this knowledge to reinvigorate the competitive position of U.S. auto industries through the following. First, radical departure from internal combustion engine-powered vehicles. Second, deployment of space-based solar power satellite as a de facto charging mechanism for wirelessly charging electric vehicles in motion. This technology is unique, and this is the more reason that this technology will be challenging the imagination of space exploration billionaire investors on an interconnectivity sensor for the 21st century space-based wireless power transfer via radio frequency beam for wirelessly charging electric vehicles in motion. And this is expected to be the next billion-dollar product line industry. Now, let's give you the executive summary of this particular project. Black Technologies Advancement (BTA) is exploring the application of space-based solar power satellite system as the de facto charging mechanism for wireless power transfer via radio frequency beam for wireless recharging electric vehicles in motion. But the technology has not been fast, reliable, and very responsive enough to compete with internal combustion engine powered vehicles. Given this scenario, BTA plans to employ the concept of wireless power sensor nodes and radio frequency beam to develop the first in a series of wireless charging systems for electric vehicles to be developed based entirely on no commercially available developmental experimental techniques evaluated to date. Sensor data can be exchanged through wireless communication, which differs from wireless telecommunication in that the key parameter for its operation is the energy conversion efficiency rather than the signal-to-noise ratio. Therefore, the application of sensor nodes for wireless power transfer via radio frequency beam for wirelessly charging of electric vehicles while driving can achieve unimaginable level of remote monitoring and control, which is a prerequisite for electric vehicle to outcompete the internal combustion engine powered vehicles, which the public demand. This technology will be challenging again the imagination of space exploration billionaires and investors on an interconnectivity sensor for the 21st century space-based wireless power transfer via radio frequency beam for wirelessly charging electric vehicles, which is expected to be the next billion-dollar product line. The technology we're talking about will consist of the following key components. One, the transmission unit. This transmission unit is the space-based solar power satellite, because that's where the power to power the electric vehicles will come from. Now, when the power comes from the satellite, where does it go? It goes to the receiving unit. This receiving unit will be the de facto charging mechanism tower network configuration system. This is where most of our innovations will be, because this is where the whole technology will rely on. And then, now the electric vehicle, which of course is going to consist of vehicle remote charging system. Given what we experience now with environment issues, let us now talk about the anticipated benefits of this project from environmental and economic standpoint. First, it is going to significantly reduce the pollution problems. Second, significantly reduce the global warming. 3, significantly reduce our dependence on foreign oil. 4, reduce depletion of our natural resources. And 5, eliminate dependency on fossil fuel. Project commercial applications. As the first in a series of wireless charging systems for wireless charging electric vehicles to be developed, which will be based entirely on no commercially available developmental experimental techniques evaluated to date. The project will definitely have a strong penetration in the market in such a way that electric vehicles should be able to provide the same freedom, power, and mobility offered by internal combustion engine-powered vehicles. However, due to the range and quick recharge, electric vehicles are not yet competitive against internal combustion engine-powered vehicles. A charge as a drive system would overcome the range anxiety. We should all be excited about this captivating undertaking. The exploration of space-based technologies, particularly as the de facto charge mechanism for wireless power transfer via radio frequency beam, for wireless recharging electric vehicles in motion, again, is expected to be several billion-dollar industry in the immediate future. Who are the competitors in this area, we will ask. Stanford research team, along with researchers at MIT, all propose resonance magnetic coupling system and the wireless inductive charging system. Stanford wanted to do more. Unlike its competitors, the Stanford team added metal plates to the basic core design, allowing for a larger transmission of power. While this concept by Stanford may have the potential to overcome the range anxiety, the application may not be that economical or be economically feasible, given the cost of impinging the entire highway system with magnetic fields, which might further compromise efficiency and safety. Also, Paris Research Technologies proposed future all-electric transportation, communication, and recharging system via wireless power beam. While this concept shows potential, it appears to restrict vehicles to travel only and around the area where there are the pole lines, telephone poles, with a wireless power transmitter mounted on them. This makes it difficult because this forces the vehicles or the vehicle to travel in a specific coordinate system adjacent to the poles. Again, this approach will not be competitive with internal combustion engine-powered vehicles, which the public so much demand. How is this technology different from others? This technology is different from others because it is equipped, or it will be equipped with a variety of intelligent systems that people will be amazed on how to perform. That's why I say that this technology is different from others, because it has superior market penetration that will gain immediate acceptance in the US auto industry market. Because of this, we studied the following technologies to ensure satisfactory interface between the systems and subsystems in this development. First, we studied rational database to save and organize data and information. Second, we studied knowledge-based expert system for reasoning based on engineering and operational rules. 3, we studied neural network pattern recognition to learn new rules from the collected data. And lastly, which is the most impressive study that anybody has done in this area, nanotechnology for molecular manipulations. And what makes it unique on sub-Saharan African carbon compounds. The first time we bring in African resources in this equation. African carbon compounds generate carbon nanotubes based properties. And this is why we said these properties will provide exceptional intelligence for system codification analysis into transformation rules that will synthesize new programs or modify existing programs to satisfy the line of sight requirement. Without adequate line of sight, the communication between the vehicle and the tower network will not work. Also, these properties are suitable for other space-based applications. Now, with that in mind, I say, thank you for listening and watching. For additional information on how we are proceeding with this technology, please call Black Technologies Advancement at 408-244-7852, or you can go to bta2tv.com. This type of project or this type of technology is the type of technology that a lot of people, especially the billionaires that are interested in exploration of space, will be able to invest their money, because this is what we need at this moment in time to address this climate crisis, the pollution. Imagine the number of billions of vehicles driving all over the planet. If we can be able to equip these vehicles with no pollution, that would be a big reduction, a big part of the solution in our climate issues, and much more. Like I said, please contact BTA at the information already given, and thank you for watching.